Kitty. I just wanted to say that. Well, Katun, I guess it would, or Katun. Sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name, but I guess it would be if there was another candidate, but there is not. It's about who's actively sitting in the White House right now. Let's see. Nothing is going on there. That can't be right. Interesting. Okay, hi Stooks. I'm good, I hope you are. Hi BMC, No Name, Diva, Little Ray, Red, sorry, Luther, and Adam. Hello everyone. Let's see, I know I'm probably missing someone else as well. We've got 2 Johns, a Dirk, Fishman, No Name, Lady, Paul, Jared, and CK, and Amos. Very nice. That's right. Tell them to get tapping, Matt. That's how what we need is get the likes up. All right. Why is that not doing the things that it's supposed to be doing? You know, I guess that would be helpful if I had actually hit the button. Already added, already added, already added. Cool. Very nice. Yeah, send your heart me's, all the cool stuff. Thanks, Shannon. Yes, we did a pretty good job. As I promised, receipt is in my server. So if you guys want to see how much we raised, it's all in there. Hi, Chris, Ryan. You should say that about subs, Ryan. That would be accurate. We can say that about subs. Is that okay? We need that. Hey, Court, JC. Thanks. Listen, it's great to learn things. Like, I think that's what's important, is be able to take time to learn stuff and research some things. I'm good, Court. I hope you are. Thank you, JC. I mean, that's always going to happen, Swarovski. I guarantee it'll happen today. And that's fine. You know what? Just do what you want to do, guys. That's what they always do. Hey, Moose. All right. Okay. Oh, congrats on the level up, Court. Hey, Corey. Thanks for holding out on those in the red app streets. Hoo hoo hoo. What's a silly question? I don't know. Yes. Yes. Keep them all reminded. Keep them all reminded. All right. I don't know if anyone... Yes, Bishop is over there. Hey, Bishop. That's so funny. Let's see. Are you talking about the horizontal in the portrait, John? Not much.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
18.
Sorry, I don't talk to 18-year-olds.
You're awesome!
thank you, James, for the 199. I do appreciate that. Well, we already got it going to start it off. I appreciate it. This does help me keep going every day. Oh, I'm totally fine with that, Bishop. I'm totally fine with it. It guarantees that it's staying active over there. No, so the only difference between the two layouts, John, is going to be the chat. So, for example, the horizontal one is set to sub only because we typically get like nicer people over there in the chat, and then the portrait is open to everybody. But the horizontal are for the people that really watch me and just want to talk to not see weird comments. We get some weird ones in the portrait, so just saying. Yeah. Is that what it is? Hi, DeLuna. What were you wrong about, BMC? We haven't had a... Oh, you're talking about the caller. Yeah, someone didn't start off being mean yet. That's always surprising. Normally starts off that way. You guys probably would believe how mad that one person was that I told him to get a life yesterday. Oh yeah, I did see that you put that in the server. I will try. I'm still behind on listening to a friend's podcast. Cause it's just a lot. Yes, Blaze, I know that you read a headline and then you didn't see that that same person came in under Trump's administration, so it's cool. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Nigger.
Yes, I do, Stooks. I do have mods in the chat. Well, there you go, BMC. It's always somebody. Haha! That's actually a funny comment, Tony. Well, I mean, he couldn't because the National Guard is not supposed to be activated against civilians. Oh, there's so many things with that. Oh, I would agree with that one, Rainmaker. I would agree with that one. Yeah, I don't know if it's the what's the word? Self-admitted spammer or not, but hey. Hey, NG. I do. Every time that they call in, I do block the number. No, it's okay. I don't want that to constantly be the first caller. But it's okay. If they don't want to call in, I can always yap. There's a lot of news that I haven't actually paid attention to today. Wow, actually guys, I did a disservice. This is like the first day in a while where I didn't do my normal thing in the server and source stump. Oh my gosh. What have I missed? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, goodness. I'm sure I've missed a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, that's not a good one. All the same stuff that I watched that live, surprisingly. I will say that the Democrats in Texas are back. They are no longer holding up the quorum. So there is that. Oh, thanks, Rain. I appreciate that. You have a commitment? Oh, you're good. Or they have a commitment. I read that wrong. Go ask somebody that is of that race? Nothing. I don't have an answer for you on that, and I always think it's weird when somebody wants to ask somebody that is pasty complexion that question. Go ask someone that can actually educate you better than I ever could. Otherwise, my response is just going to be systematic issues. Good job. Of course it's all rigged. No one ever said it wasn't. To a degree. To a degree. Nothing's wrong with that, Robert. Didn't say that, did I? Because I wasn't talking to you, Robert. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 26.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
I did not.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you, and I hope you have a good night.
Thank you.
I try. It's not a matter of hate people. That's a super, like, odd way to take your time to spell that out. Oh, it's okay, Chad. I'm not, like, ever mad about it. But hey. Let's see. Read that. Watch that. Ha! Oh, actually, this is a good one. Okay. All right. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Oh, man, guys. I actually like this one. I like this one. Politico. Newsmax. Reaches a $67 million settlement with Dominion Voting Systems in their defamation case. That's pretty funny. Oh, thanks, Brat. And this was over the claims of RIGGEDELECTION in 2020. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Go play a video game. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
46.
Did you vote for Trump?
Of course I did.
What year were you born?
Man, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, you can do quick math. I get it. It's okay. Yeah, it was like this. Yes, Charlotte.
I'm 46. I don't have time to remind you how old I am and what year that would be or anything like that. I'm 46.
That's what that kid just did. That's what that kid just did. Oh, it's so interesting when they just try to a degree. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
22.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why? Do you still support Trump?
Me and him hold a lot of core values, pro-life, and immigration.
Yeah. Do you ever get tired of being hung up on by me?
I mean, can you...
Got it. I just wanted to know if you ever actually got tired of that. Still not done with it yet? Still a glutton for punishment?
Can you?
Okay. You're not done yet? It's giving obsessed. You're not okay. Okay, Aaron. Well, I'm not running for office or anything. Dude, go do something
can't
else. Go be obsessed with somebody else. I gave him a boundary, like, I don't know, a couple of days ago, and dude won't leave me alone. So it's giving obsessed. No, he's purposely calling from a block number. Hey, Kelly.
So, why not just block the dude?
He's calling from a block number.
Interesting.
Yeah. How old are you?
27.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did not, actually.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you. If you want to come back on Wednesday, I'm having it open to non-Trump supporters.
Alright, so if I say I voted for Trump, will you let me ask you a couple of questions?
Nah. On Wednesday.
Alright.
Bye.
Yo,
Hi, how old are you?
21.
Did you vote for Trump?
Why, of course.
Okay. And do you still support him?
100%.
Okay. What's your main reason that you still support Trump?
Well, all this stuff with ICE.
Like what?
Like deportations.
What about it specifically?
It's amazing. I love it.
That's it? Just it's amazing. You love it?
Well, it's good for the economy.
Is it? Based off of what metric? Do you have anything that supports that?
I do.
What is it?
Let me try to pull this up.
Okay.
Well, did you see the 34 rules that Trump posted?
34 rules. Okay, so you don't have your budget model?
Well, no, I'm looking that up right now, and that's what's giving me the, Yeah, I searched Trump Rule 34, and it gives you a bunch of statistics on the, on the immigration and all the...
Interesting. I like how I type that in and the first thing that comes up is about corn. That's gross. You just said Trump Rule 34. That's weird. Y'all like what you like, but I would not enjoy watching anything related to Donald Trump and not wearing clothes. Because I don't, like, I'll maintain my innocence. It's cool. I like being naive about gross things. Yeah, creepy, right? Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
How old are you?
14. I can still debate though.
Nope, you have to be 18 to play because of TikTok terms of service. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Go play a video game. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I sure am.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yeah, I voted for him. I voted for him in 2016, 2020, and 2024.
Okay, and do you still support him?
Oh, yes, I still support him.
And what year were you born?
1999.
Perfect. What is the main reason that you still support Trump?
Well, I like the immigration policies he's doing right now.
Okay, what about it specifically?
It protects American workers. We don't have to compete against immigrants with wages.
Okay, which,
Yeah,
who are you
I do
competing
have
with, I guess?
I do have an example of that.
Is
food
it
market-
hold on. I don't want any anecdotal stories. This has got to be something that I can pull up and prove.
Yes, it was actually. You can probably pull it up and prove it. I heard it on the news, but I believe it was a food market in Louisiana. The whole entire food market had, or the food produced, whatever. It was some company in Louisiana. The whole company hired illegal immigrants. And Democrats want to argue who's going to pick our food when they're gone, blah, 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 whatever. Anyways, after they got deported, the company started giving out fair wages, and American workers took that job. So,
This is interesting. So it's about Brothers Food Mart, which has been having this issue since 2019. Can you remind me who was president in 2019?
Yes, but I mean, of
Can
course,
you just say it out loud?
was
Can you say it out loud? Who was president in 2019?
President Trump. But guess what?
Gotcha.
Millions of people poured in after that and before that.
And during that, don't forget, it was also during Trump's first administration too. So this is like, oh no, why do we have a silly ad? I don't like ads. Why would I pay for
how about in California, all those illegal immigrants that were underaged, child trafficked into working at a marijuana factory? You support drugs going into the American economy?
Don't say substances names. Just because I am dual streaming. Or did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so don't say the name of substances. As far as underage workers, I 100% don't agree with that when it comes to specifically that leafy green. No, I don't even agree with it being classified as a higher level D-rug because it's not like I personally can't be around somebody that's partaking in it because it gives me a migraine. But do you also have a source that proves there were young children doing that? Oh, thank you, Zeus.
You can look it up. I mean, it's true.
Is the whole conversation going to be look it up for you?
I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not about to just sit here and here's another thing. This is my main priority with illegal immigration. Illegal immigrants are counted on the population census, which this determines the House of Representation seats. The House of Representatives. So say if California's population grows and Alabama's decreases, California gains seats and Alabama loses seats. And also the population census allots federal funding to states as well. So, people that aren't Americans are benefiting from hardworking, tax-paying people.
Yep. And what does the Constitution say?
I mean, I'm aware that illegal immigrants.
What does the Constitution say about the census?
What do you mean? Like, yeah, I just don't agree with it. That's what I'm saying. There shouldn't be illegal immigrants here to be counted on the census. It's literally a Democratic tool for power. It is for power for the Democratic Party.
There's actually more studies that show immigrants are moving to red states right now. So, like states like Texas. So that's going to, because Donald Trump's not sending mass ICE agents to red states, he's sending them to blue.
Oh, is that so? I believe it actually was So, do you agree with like New York and other sanctuary cities handing out taxpaying money for immigrant housing?
To assist the immigrants that were basically a part of human trafficking done by Greg Abbott and Ron DeSantis of Texas and Florida, respectively. Yeah, in the middle of winter, no less. Yeah, because it's either
So,
that or you let people die on the streets of New York City.
oh, but they're letting hundreds of Americans die every night on the streets of New York City by the fentanyl that comes over the border from
What
the
did I
cartels.
say earlier? What did I say earlier? Don't
Yeah,
say a
yeah. I'm
substance's
sorry. I'm sorry.
name. Yeah, this is your absolute last warning on that one.
All right, I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
all the drugs pouring over the border. It's a bad thing for
Oh,
America.
no, I agree. But the majority of substances that are found crossing the border are carried, 83% of them are carried over by American citizens. Those are actually the most prominent carriers of these
Yep.
substances. It's not unauthorized
they're called-
immigrants. It's not immigrants in general. It's actually American citizens. This is reported on by CBP themselves, right? Customs and Border Protection. They're the ones that are bringing it over. And while I absolutely agree, like, let's be clear. Oh, thank you, Rar. That's always a fun gift. I absolutely agree that Mexico needs to do more when it comes to their substance abuse system that they have going on, the cartels and everything like that, the people that produce these items. Sorry, I can't even say the DRUG word because TikTok is a very sensitive app, right? Mexico needs to do more, right? But the only thing that we can do is stop it with having CBP on the border. And we also saw a decline. Like, it was starting to go down the last 2 years, even like in 2023 and 2024 of drug ODs.
But I mean, I it's very hard to talk about it and not bring up certain situations. I don't want to get you in trouble, but I can the Americans bring it over. It's called mules. The cartels use them as like to deliver their packages because they don't have access into America, and Americans do.
Correct. I did acknowledge that, right? I said that the Mexican government needs to do more about the people that make and traffic these substances.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
aware
they
of
can
why,
do-
but just to say that there are there's no American individual personally participating in making these substances is untrue, right? Like, we have them being
So-
made here in America by American citizens and then being sold from there. This is not just a sole immigration issue. This is strictly that we have a substance abuse issue in our country.
All right, yeah, I can kind of agree with the substance abuse, but also cut off the way of getting it would help save thousands of lives. There's thousands of
Again, this
deaths.
stuff can all be made here.
But it's been shipped from China to Mexico. That's where it's coming
It's
from.
also
The
being
large
shipped from
majority.
China straight to the United States. Why do you think that China was involved in this whole conversation that Donald Trump had in February when he first threatened tariffs on all of these countries? It wasn't just Mexico and Canada, sir. It was also China. China ships it here. China ships the base ingredients that are used to make it. We know that it's all an issue, right? But again, this starts at the American citizens that live in the United States and figuring out why so many of them rely heavily on these substances and then become addicted to them.
All right, here I got something for you right here. All right, so Biden changed the asylum seeking laws and was granting a lot of illegal immigrants asylum.
If they
And
were
in
granted
order-
asylum, they're not illegal. And then
Okay, but
what
the-
law specifically did he change? Can you point me in that direction?
Yeah, he didn't change any laws. He allowed the amount of people that could be accepted to be increased.
There is no limit on
the-
asylum seekers. There
Well,
has
then
never
why did Donald
been.
Trump stop it?
He didn't. It's actually he lost in court.
How many border crossings have there been in the that's actually have been allowed to?
No one
be in the
counts
US
boarding
in the last
No
3 or
one
4 months?
counts border crossing, sir. CBP keeps track of encounters. Encounters mean somebody that is stopped, whether or not at a port of entry or through a non-port of entry, right, by
Yeah,
CBP and National Guard within 100 miles of the border is all counted as an encounter. So the only
right,
thing
but
we know is that there are fewer people that are being stopped by Customs and Border Protection. We don't know that there are actually no one coming over into the United States. That we don't know about crossings because crossings are not kept track of.
okay. So all the people that poured in during the Biden administration,
How
I
many
think
is that?
It was over 10 million. I don't know
No,
the
that
exact
was
number, but
encounters. It was 8.4 million encounters under the Biden administration. And part of
no,
that
it's
time,
way
it
more than
was
that.
8.4 million encounters. You want to know how I know? Because it's kept track of on CBP's website. And just so you know, this 8.4 million includes part of Donald Trump's term, because when they're talking about a year-over-year number and they're just giving you a straight year number, it's the fiscal year, which if people don't realize this, the government's fiscal year is not January to December. So part of it is counting Trump's term of 2020.
But obviously a lot of it came underneath. 90% of it came underneath.
Encounters did. Encounters did. There was 8.4 million encounters. Encounters do not equate to crossings. If you actually look it up on CBP's definitions, an encounter literally means any non-admissible immigrant that was stopped at the border. Non-admissible means that they weren't able to come into the country. Non-admissible.
Okay,
So that means 8.4 million people were rejected, sir.
No, the Biden administration actually,
Wait, so you're going to tell me that Customs and Border Protection's own definitions on their website are wrong?
Okay, can I please just say this? I know that the Biden administration removed border asylum laws that Trump put in place during his 2016
What did he remove?
presidency.
What did he remove?
Let's see here. He ended the Remain in Mexico.
That was ended by
that.
the Supreme Court.
He transitioned from Title 42 to the
Also ended by
asylum ban.
Title 42 was ended by the United States Supreme Court on May 11, 2023, sir.
So here's why I'm getting into this, though, for...
No, I
so
need you to acknowledge something that I'm saying right now. Do you understand that Remain in Mexico was allowed to be ended by the United States Supreme Court? And do you also understand that the United States Supreme Court also decided to they themselves ended Title 42 on May 11, 2023? Do you understand these things?
Yes, I understand that.
Awesome. Can you
But,
repeat it back to me so I make sure that you have comprehended it?
Yes, the Supreme Court ended it. But,
Both.
Look, they also increased their screening standards. They made the app more accessible, the CBP app, to register and all that. Democrats made a huge move to get
CBP was specifically for people to start their immigration process prior to even making the trek to the southern border and schedule an appointment. And they were able to upload documents beforehand, so they actually could be pre-rejected prior to them even making a trip to the United States southern border. So they could have literally stopped their trip and turned back around because they were going to be rejected anyways. Once they uploaded their documentation, it gave them the opportunity to review their paperwork and their documentation beforehand. Mind you, the CBP One app was released October of 2020. Last I checked, Donald Trump was president up until January 20th, 2021.
I mean, the first presidency he had was a Democrats controlled the House and
no, they didn't.
The Senate for 2 years. Yes, they did. They controlled the Senate.
No, they didn't. They only had the House in his other 2 years. In his first 2 years, so congressional makeup 115 was literally majority Republicans and majority Republicans in the House and the Senate, right? Sorry, I know I said that wrong. And then the Democratic Party only took the House in congressional makeup 116. That was it.
All right. So what?
Republicans
So what
still
happened when
held
Biden
the Senate.
Here's my point. What happened when Biden became president? Millions of people
Oh my
poured to the
God.
border. You remember the caravans, don't you? And
Dude,
what happened when Trump
there was
became
a
president?
border
Everybody's running away.
crisis. There was a border crisis under Donald Trump's first administration. He had to go out on national television, May of 2019, and say there is a border crisis because I haven't done anything, and Congress, please do something about the southern border. And then what we saw was towards the end of Biden's term in the year 2024, that the border encounters were already decreasing under Biden's administration. Already, before even the election happened, the border encounters were already decreasing under the Biden administration. You still have been completely unable to articulate exactly what Donald Trump has done to lower the number of migrants coming to the southern border. You haven't been able to articulate anything that Biden did that made the mass immigration come. You haven't been able to articulate anything at all about any of the points that you've made. You've just jumped from point to point to point to point. And I have to ask this very serious question right now.
Yeah.
Do your shins hurt?
No.
Because you ran into all of the hurdles on the obstacle course.
I mean, look. Donald Trump came in and put a lot of laws to restrict access to
Laws?
humanitarian
What laws?
protection.
What laws did he? What laws did he do?
Access. He didn't do anything. So,
Oh.
my God, you don't understand. Biden literally came in and removed what Trump did in 2016.
What did he
to be
do?
able to-
What did he
Okay.
remove?
I already
Who?
told
Wait,
you
wait, hold
what
on, hold on. Who was
all the
president?
stuff
I'm
that
sorry.
Biden did.
Actually, I have to ask this question. Who was president in 2016?
President Trump. And he ran on Build the Wall in 2016.
I want to
He
tell
said he
you
had a
two
border
things.
crisis in
I want to tell you
2019,
two
but
things.
He came in running on the border crisis.
Balbo Biggins says people are not illegal, and also Obama was president in 2016. I can't. Y'all are so interesting with the same stuff all the time. And all right, thank you for the 2 Canadian. So, are you actually? Because that's Canadian. That's not USD. Thank you, Paul, for the gifted membership over on the other side. And yes, Balbo, I do agree. People are not illegal. It's very interesting for people to say the stuff that they do on this app. I'm telling you right now, it's just crazy. Yes, I did that on purpose. All right, give me 1 second, ticky-talkie. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. All right, guys. All right. You are watching me right now. I'm just speaking to YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys so much for being here. Just a friendly reminder over on YouTube, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button at the top and make sure that if you're interested or you like what's happening, to hit the notification icon so you know exactly when I'm going to go live. Same thing over on Twitch. You hit that follow button and make sure you have notifications on so you know when I go on live. If you're not already in my Discord server, join it, so because you will get updates beforehand when I go live and anything else that's changing about my schedule for the week. So for example, I am changing my schedule this week. Also on Twitch, we have subscriptions available, paid subscriptions. We have the bits available as well. On YouTube, we have memberships and super chats available. If you send any of those, that does get put up right up on the screen. So I do appreciate you guys so much for being here. All right, back over on TikTok. Guys, let's go ahead and get the likes up to the 50K. You guys are already almost there. Keep it going. Don't forget to participate in this right here. If you're not sure what it is, go watch my first pinned video. But mostly, guys, become a pay subscriber. It is the best way to support me, and for a very low cost. It's less than a cup of coffee, right? It's the highest one is $4.99. Guys, subscribe to the channel. It is literally the best way to support me every single day for the 6 days a week that I come on to and have these conversations with people. So that is the best way to support me. Don't forget to join the contest. I am giving back to everybody this month that plays, okay? All right. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
There.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Are you there?
I am. How old are you?
I'm 27.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am, for 1 year, and after everything turned out, it kind of went to shit, so yeah, it kind of sucks. I voted for him, and after all the Epstein and allegations, I said fuck him.
All right. Well, kudos to you, man. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great rest of your day, though. You can come back. Thank you for the fireworks, JC. Come back on Wednesday. I'm talking to non-Trump supporters on Wednesday.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I was trying to get some history. Thank you.
No worries. Bye.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Like I said, I'm doing friendly time or non-Trump voters on, or non-Trump supporters on Wednesday. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello. Hi, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi. How old are you?
I am 35.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't, but I
Okay.
just
Well, I
wanted
appreciate
to.
you. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
I'm actually 55.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
I did not vote for Trump, but the reason why I kind of think that we have to support him is not because he's some type of great person or something. It's because of the look of fear in his face after that meeting. I think that he knows something that him and Putin know something that we don't know. So I think they have some type of death pact or something. So I'm kind of scared, and I think we kind of have to support him at this point.
Interesting take. I'll keep that in consideration, man. I hope you have a good night. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Awesome. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Do you still support him?
I do.
Okay. What is your main reason why that you still support him?
My name?
No. Sorry. What's the main reason you still support Trump?
Well, I think he has a lot of charismatic about him.
Charisma?
Yeah. In
Okay.
that way. And mainly, I just want to say nice glasses, nerd.
All right. I'll take being a nerd. That's not an insult. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
I am 24.
Awesome. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did. Cock and bog sword.
Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
I'm
you keep
only-
hanging up on me.
Yes, because I'm
And,
only taking Trump voters and supporters right now.
I voted.
Thank you. You said you didn't. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
Hi, I'm 33.
Okay. Did you vote for Trump?
Actually, I don't vote. To be honest with you, I just so happened to watch your stream literally like 3 minutes ago. And to be honest, I don't vote. I stay out of it. I'm a pretty particular person, but I have a question for you, if you don't mind me asking.
What's the question?
So, I watched a lot of the news over the years after I got out of the military. I was in from 2008 to 2012. After I got out, I've been noticing that everybody hates Trump so much lately. And I'm just curious, what is the big craze against him right now? Like, I don't have a side either or. I'm kind of on the fence. So to be honest with you, it's more of your opinion of what's wrong with him.
Yeah, so Kelly, also, I'm so sorry I missed that you renewed your sub on TikTok. Okay, so me personally, and I'm going to answer this and I'm going to go ahead and let you go because I can't speak for anybody else. But me personally, I don't support a president that actively violates articles and amendments of the United States Constitution. I don't support a president that talks about annexing our neighbor Canada. I don't support a president that talks about buying another country known as Greenland or taking back the Panama Canal after it was given back to the country of Panama by a congressional act signed off by a president in 1999 after civil unrest broke out because of our military occupation of the canal.
Perfect. And then just because I honestly want to know, where would be a good place to start to look into more of the things of what's going on? Because honestly, I've not looked into it, and I really want to start paying attention to who my president is. So where would you suggest to go to information-wise to start learning on all the stuff that's going on?
Yeah, so, and this is like for everybody, Swarovski read my mind. If you can spare, like, I think their subscription's like $10 a month. If you can spare $10 a month, Ground News. Ground News it'll give you push notifications for anything that's happening in the news. It'll tell you the leaning bias that any media has, and it'll tell you their factuality score for before you even open the article, and it gives you access to every single news station that even is limited to subscribers, right? So like New York Times, for example, now charges people. Reuters now charges people to read their news. So it gets you around all the paywalls.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for answering my question. And
Not a problem.
helping me out. I hope you have a good rest of your stream. Thank you.
You have a good night. Yes, Axios. Listen, guys, I know. I'm just saying, like, Ground News is awesome. Well, Blasphemous, I would love it if, like, Ground News could sponsor me or something, but that's probably not happening. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
How old are you?
24.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still support him?
Yes.
What is your main reason for still supporting Trump?
My main reason for still supporting Trump is that Greenland is a territory of Denmark, not another country.
Greenland has their own constitution and they act independently of Denmark. They are just under the protective umbrella of Denmark. But tell me you don't know the definition of a country. Or that Denmark is in fact another country. Do you not know? Like, I guarantee caller cannot even say how many countries there are in the world, especially because he doesn't realize that that Greenland is actually a country. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here. How you doing?
Doing well. How old are you?
I'm 30 years old. How about yourself?
30s. Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely, I did.
And you still support him?
Of course I support him.
Are you here to have a serious conversation?
This is serious. What do you mean by that?
No, sorry. Just had like a run of trollers. So,
Okay.
Why do you still support Trump?
Well, Donald Trump secured our border. He implemented the greatest economic policy known as tariffs. He got men out of women's sports. He got rid of DEI throughout our government. He is about to end a 6th or 7th war in 7 months. The guy's an absolute monster, and he doesn't stop working for the American people to make America great again. It's wonderful to see. Does that answer your question?
Sure. What point do you want to start on?
Well, let's maybe start with DEI. Are you for DEI?
Let's see. Can you? Yes, I actually do support equity. So, can you
Well, I support equity as well.
Do you know what the
To be
full
equity of opportunity. I absolutely believe in that.
Do you know what the full acronym is?
Of course I do. It's
What is it?
diversity, equity, and inclusion.
No, you're missing one.
Oh, what am I missing?
You don't know what the full acronym is?
I don't. Can you please educate me?
Yeah, so it's DEIA, A for accessibility.
Oh, okay.
It's even
You
included
know
in
nobody
Donald
says
Trump's
that in the
executive
real
order.
world, right?
Oh, but
maybe they say that
it's-
on Twitter, but not in the real world.
Well, Donald Trump acknowledges it because guess what? It's in his executive order.
Well, that's fantastic. An executive order is legislative language, right? But we're
No, it's
talking and having a
not.
conversation. Do you know that there's a difference in context there?
Oh yeah, what context am I missing?
Well, this is a conversation. There's no legal repercussions as to what we say here in terms of enforcement.
That's not true.
of
If you were
laws and-
actually going to like make a threat towards me, there absolutely would be a legal repercussion
okay,
for you.
and,
So that's
and once
definitely
again, you're
not true.
misinterpreting what I said.
No,
I mean,
you
do
just
you
made
really
a
think
you made
that
a
if I-
broad statement saying that this is just a
I'm
conversation.
simply
There is no
saying that
legal
precise language is
ramifications
required
on
for an
anything that I
executive
do.
order, but
So
not
that's
during a
absolutely
conversation like
not
this where you
true.
know
This
what I
is
mean.
a public
Yeah,
web.
you're
This is a
just
public site.
misinterpreting what
This
I'm
is
saying
being
for no
aired
reason
to
because
multiple
you have no
people.
argument.
There are terms of service,
You're,
right?
you're,
But if you
you're just
absolutely
misinterpreting
were
what I'm
to
saying because
make
you
a
have no
threat
argument.
towards
It's
me,
kind of sad.
no, I asked you a simple question and then you went down this
Yeah,
road
and I
all
answered
because
it
I
very
corrected
simply.
you on something that you didn't know, and it's fine that you
Was
didn't
that a
know it. It's not
correction that
even
you thought
hard
I
to say
couldn't,
that you
like,
didn't know
say
it.
illegal
But I was
things?
just also
Is that a
correcting
correction
you
that
on
you have?
something on your
That's a
poor
correction in your
interpretation
mind?
of what the First Amendment even guarantees, I'm sure.
Right.
Or the fact that what a conversation is.
Are you really
I
just
can be
going
in a
on an
conversation
irrelevant
with somebody
tangent?
and threaten them and still be held accountable for having that,
Wow, thank
issuing
you
a
for
threat during
educating
the
me
middle
on
of a
that.
conversation. So
Thank you
it's
for that
okay.
education. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So can you actually like
Giddy
answer
up.
my question?
What was your original
remember
question
what my
about
question was?
DEIA? About the fact that if I
No,
support it, absolutely.
my question was, do you recognize that there's a difference when we're just having a conversation versus when you're putting down legislation and executive actions?
No, I
There's a
don't. You want to
difference
know
in
why?
verbiage
Because
and
I actually
terminology?
I actually speak with exact terminology, so I don't understand that there's a difference.
Okay, well, maybe you have autism or maybe some sort of social deficiency, which is fine. I'm not hating you for that, but it may be a symptom of that.
Good job on the level up, Kelly.
So are you for or against DEI?
I already said that answer. Were you not listening?
No, can you please repeat it?
Oh, okay.
You said you're for equity, but that's not DEI. You
No,
know
I
that,
actually was answering in the middle of you like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh."
right? Good impression. Now, can you answer again? I
I
didn't hear
mean,
you.
you kind of sounded like the Charlie Brown adult, so it felt accurate.
Another banger of a joke. You did great there.
I wasn't trying
Now,
to
are
make
you
a
gonna
joke. Was I
repeat what you
laughing?
said because I didn't hear you?
Giddy up.
So you can't repeat it? I'm assuming you said you're for it. Is that right? And you're too scared to say you're for it because you know it's
Oh
an
no, I literally
unpopular
already
policy?
said that.
Oh, okay. So like I'm saying, you're scared to say it again because you know it's an unpopular
Yes, I support DEIA because I support everybody giving it an opportunity. I
so you're
support that.
pro us looking at
Okay, I
people's skin
support
color to determine
employers being
outcomes.
required to post their job listings into other places that they wouldn't normally think of to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to apply for the job. Because there's a common misconception when it comes to DEIA that only individuals are getting hired that don't qualify for the job. We actually have no proof of that. See,
can
what
you show-
individuals
can you
such as
show us
yourself
why
tend
that's a
to do, and this is no hate towards you whatsoever, but you have this misconception that DEIA is in fact affirmative
Now,
action
can
when
you
it's
prove that
actually
that's a
not. Also, affirmative
misconception?
action was
You could
ended by the
assert that
United
it's a
States Supreme
misconception,
Court.
but can you
So
prove that?
affirmative action no longer exists. Affirmative action was
So are you
actually
just
what
gonna keep
required
yapping, or are you
for
gonna answer a
employers
single
and
question?
schools to meet a certain percentage of demographics, a certain hiring standards or practices, or admission practices for colleges. That's actually what affirmative
stop a second.
Action does.
things and just tell
DEIA
us
is a
that it's
human
actually
resource
misconception of
training
veterans.
tool that also tells people to list their, or tells employers to list their jobs into areas that they wouldn't normally even consider listing them, to make sure that it reaches all kinds of demographics and individuals to give them a chance to apply. Just basically opening the workforce out to more people with different ones. But every single one of the individuals that have to be hired have to meet those requirements, and so therefore they are hired on a merit-based system.
If you want a monologue, take an acting class.
I'm gonna do whatever I want. This is my stream.
I'm just giving you some advice.
I don't.
It seems like you're
I'm
maybe
good.
using this as an outlet to just talk, as opposed to have
No,
a
I mean, if
discussion
you were
or a
actually
debate.
capable of listening and had some kind of control
you were
over
just
your own
monologuing for like 5
sensibilities,
minutes
if you
straight.
actually had some self-control, you would have been able to listen and then reiterate it back to me.
Yeah, nobody wants to
Instead, you
listen
just
to you
immediately
yap for
go
5
to,
minutes
if you
straight.
want a monologue, maybe you should take an acting class.
Well,
I don't need
it's-
to. This
it's
is my
honest
stream. I
advice.
literally,
If
my
you
name
want
is
to
up at the
monologue
top, which,
like
by
that,
the way,
maybe
you
look into
consented to
acting
this.
or-
You called me.
Yeah, and I'm
Thank you,
critiquing
JC, for the galaxy. Well, if you want to
I'm
go
giving
be
you,
a tone police,
criticism
you can
for-
go do it from the comment
for how
section.
bad
I
of a
don't need
host
you.
you are.
I don't need you up on the
Well, you
live
don't
to be
need
the
me,
peanut
yeah.
gallery.
Yeah, I'm just critiquing you that you're a bad host.
Oh yeah, with your
That's
inability to
inherent
actually argue any part of what I said.
Well, because you just keep
Giddy up.
yapping and talking.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll just
not
continue to
letting
go
them
on.
speak.
There's absolutely zero proof
well,
that
like I
shows
said,
that
I see
DEIA
that this
was
is just a
actually turned into
platform
some
for you
kind
to
of
speak
hiring
into the
practice.
void.
Holy shit, Tammy! What was that gift? That was so cute. Thank you, Tammy, so much. That was so adorable. I'll have to post that for everyone else to see. Anyways, so let's be very clear. There is literally no evidence whatsoever that
Literally
DEIA was
none,
somehow
yeah.
incorporated
There's no
into
companies that have
a
ever
version of
preferred
affirmative
black
action. We
people
have no
over
proof
white
of that.
people. That's
Again,
not a thing.
DEIA
Or
just taught was a
discriminated
human
against Asian
resource
people.
tool that was used in order to tell
Definitely not
people
a
or
thing.
encourage
We're just
employers,
imagining
including the United States government, to put out job listings into other areas that they wouldn't normally consider. If you are so against diversity, equity, inclusion, and affirmative action, it's very interesting that you would even say, thank you, George, for your very first gift on TikTok. It's very interesting that you would even say that you support equity when that is literally the second word within DEIA. So apparently
Yeah,
you don't
you
actually
realize
support
DEIA
equity. You don't
is,
believe that
or whatever
everybody
you're
should be
calling it,
leveled off at the
is
same
a-
start,
is a
right? Like
set of
everybody should
policies
have
that
the
get
same exact
implemented, right?
opportunities, the same
I could
options
like the
to
words that make
have
up
the
the
same
acronym. It doesn't
experience
mean
as
I like the
anybody else in
implementation
life.
of it.
I'm sure you also are conflating equity with equality, not realizing
this
that
is a
they are
word
two different
fallacy where you're
things.
saying, oh, you
Okay,
like a word
but
in an
again,
acronym. That
so
must
you
mean
don't
you agree
actually
with
care
the
about
acronym.
equity. We've realized this because you're against
Do you know that
DEIA.
that's what
If
you
you were
just did?
actually for
Do you know
equity,
that?
you would be for DEIA from the absolute start.
so that's
But
called a
you're
word
unfortunately
fallacy,
not,
where you're
for whatever
saying you
reason.
like
I
a
don't
word
understand
that's in
because you
the
think somehow
acronym,
it
thus you
skips
must agree
and
with the
this
policies.
equity, or
You know
sorry,
that's what you just
skips
did,
the
right?
line, and you're
And this
conflating
is
it once
continuing to
again
be your
with
argument?
affirmative
How pathetic.
action.
How pathetic is that? Your argument.
Oh, that
is a
you're
word
that.
fallacy.
Oh, okay, got it. So you're telling me that
Got
it
it.
is
I don't think
pathetic
you
for
got it,
someone
trust me.
such as yourself to confuse DEIA with affirmative action. I do appreciate you confirming my
Did
point.
I
Thank
say it?
you. I'm so glad he agreed with me that it was actually pathetic for someone to conflate DEIA and affirmative action. I totally appreciate that one. Thank you so much for understanding that. Like, ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? Thank you so much. Giddy up. Yeah, guys, sorry. I'm reacting to TikTok gifs. If you see me doing something is you don't see it on the screen, it's because TikTok is doing stuff. You're awesome. And I absolutely love it. Yeah, exactly, Ash. Thank you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
Okay.
And I did vote for Trump. And then I just wanted to let you know I'm not going to be like all these older gentlemen on here that are insulting you or anything like that.
That's
we'll
good.
hopefully answer all of your questions.
All right, and you still support Trump?
To an extent.
Okay, and yes, Crow, they always catch up on new phrases or words that they hear and then latch on heavy. Okay, what it?
Yeah, and then it becomes like an insult game with them.
Yeah. So, what is the main reason that you still support Trump?
So the main reason why I still support him is just because he does a lot better for the economy. I served in the military for about 2 years, and in that time in the military, I was in when Trump was in office, and I was in when Joe Biden was in office. A lot more benefits on that side of things, as well as the legal side of things when it comes to just the status of our country. There was a lot more chaos, a lot more inflation when Joe Biden was in office, as well as there was it just seems like a lot of hate was being spread, and a lot of these Me Too movements, the Black Lives Matter movement.
Me Too movement started way before the last 4 years,
Correct.
Sir.
Yes, correct, ma'am.
If I remember correctly, it actually started during Trump's first term.
Correct. And then it was amplified once Joe Biden became into office, as well as the
No, it had died
gender
off at that
equality
time.
thing.
Oh no, Me Too started in 2006. There you guys go.
Okay.
And it actually trended in 2017. I wonder why it started to trend in 2017. I wonder if it's because there were 27 allegations against Donald Trump.
27 allegations. Yeah, there's also a lot of allegations against the Clintons and a lot of the people.
Oh, Clinton is
in the Liberal
shit.
Party.
Like, let's be, and also the Republican Party. Like, there are way more claims against the Republican Party than there is against the Democratic Party. But they love to say it's the Dems. It's them. We literally have a convicted, and I'm not talking about Trump right now, okay? We literally have a convicted sexual predator that is on that list for the rest of his life on the cabinet.
Okay, and who is this
On
person
that
again?
Oh gosh, what is his name? Lawrence Taylor.
Lawrence Taylor. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so he was a convicted sex offender or pedophile or.
He is a registered sex offender. He is on the list for admitting in open court to statutory rape.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
also
yeah,
prostituting that same person. So.
Yeah, that one's bad. The way I see things are both political parties are actually equally corrupt, and the thing about the
They're not
Democratic Party
equally
that
corrupt. It's pretty. Can you name me another president that has ever appointed somebody that already had convictions against them like that?
Bill Clinton had.
Who did he
sexual,
appoint?
Convictions.
No, he didn't.
He himself had sexual convictions with his secretary or assistant, whoever that lady.
No. Okay. I guess you didn't understand what I said. I said prior. Like I agree, and also he wasn't convicted of anything. He still has no
Bill
felonies.
Clinton had prior allegations before he was president as well.
Correct. So you did have prior allegations. That wasn't the question that I asked you. I was extremely specific in my question. I asked you, can you name me another president that has appointed anybody or selected anybody that had prior convictions? Prior convictions. Correct. Any president that has ever... you have to equate it to the same level, right? I'm talking specifically about Lawrence Taylor being a registered sex offender that admitted in open court to statutory rape. Do we have anyone that has ever had prior convictions prior to being selected for a council advisory position or a cabinetry position by the United States president, by any other United States president?
That one I could not answer from the. I would have to do a little bit more research on that end of things. So I'm willing to admit that I couldn't answer that question at this moment. But the main reason why I'm in support of Donald Trump.
Nick V wants you to go to goppredators.worldpress.com.
GOP Predators.
Yep.
.wordpress.com.
.com.
Press.com. Okay. GOPpredators.worldpress.com.
Thank you for the 2, Nick.
Sorry for holding the stream for this one. It's telling me that the site cannot be reached.
Oh, that's interesting. I got it up there just fine.
But the main reason as to why I was saying that I'm in support of Trump is because I'm not knocking that the government is not corrupt. The government's always been corrupt. They have their own agenda that they push on a daily basis, regardless of if
This
the
is a
Republicans or
long
the Liberals
list.
are in party.
I'm still scrolling.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find it. It was just saying that the IP for the website couldn't be reached, which could mean that it could be just a website that somebody made. Oh, I see you're pulling it up on stream. So
Yeah,
okay.
it's a long list. I'm still scrolling.
Are there any Democratic Party members on that list by chance, or is it all?
This
just,
one is
it Republican
specific.
bias?
No, this one is specific to Republicans, but it just points it out.
Okay.
It's okay. I was trying to find one for like that specifically.
No, you're
as
totally
far
fine.
as let's see, we have this one. Who is this about? 147 lawmakers in 44 states accused of sexual harassment or misconduct since 2017, but it doesn't tell me who they are or what side of the aisle they were on. That's just a press release. Journal of Science. Interesting. What is this about?
I did actually have a question for you because I turned into your stream a little bit ago. You had said that President Obama was president in 2016, and Donald Trump was the president in 2016. That might have been a minor error there.
No,
but I did want to follow up.
I'm sorry. Who are you saying was president in 2000?
Obama was president from 2008 to 2016. He served 2 terms. He had an 8-year term, and he fulfilled both years back to back.
You have a computer in front of you, right?
I do, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Type in Google who was president in 2016.
Okay. I could be wrong. It could be the election was held in 2016. That could be a year off. It says Donald Trump was the president in 2016. Oh, hold on. 2016. Oh, Barack Obama. So I was about a year off. So I apologize about that. That's my bad. I forgot that the election is held on that final year, and then it goes over to the next year, 2017. It starts, and then it goes over to 2021. So that's my bad. I apologize about that one. But I did want to ask, what about the
Thank you, Infectious.
Liberal
I have
Party?
that pulled up.
Pardon?
Oh, that wasn't towards you. Somebody was giving me
Oh,
another
okay.
website, but
Okay. But I did have a question for you, ma'am. What, in terms, would you say that the Liberal Party has done better than the Republican Party? Because to my knowledge, the Liberal and Democratic Party is the primary, basically since this country has began, the Liberal Party has always kind of been in control of the White House and the presidency, the Senate, and the House. It's kind of split fair democracy-wise, but typically we usually have libertarian presidents over Republican presidents, as there's a kind of a downgrade, and every time there is a Republican president in office, we do have pretty successful years behind us. Whenever there's Republican presidents versus whenever there's libertarian presidents, there's always disarray, inflation, there's, crime is at an all-time high, poverty is always at an all-time high, and it never really stops. I know that Donald Trump got into office, and I know that the homeless rate dropped drastically, as well as he was building that wall, and he was building it, in my personal opinion, for a good reason, because we had a lot of criminals coming into this country, getting people hooked on drugs, raping minors, raping women.
I know you heard me
men,
say grape, so let's try not to.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Great. Sorry, ma'am. I forget stream.
Yeah. Also, real quick
there was a lot
on
of great.
YouTube. Oh, sorry. Tubi portrait side. I'm going to hit a quick reset. So come back. Sorry, there's certain. I was like, oops. Don't hate me, TikTok.
Oh no, you're fine.
Keep going.
That one was directed towards the stream. But
Yes.
basically, yeah, he was basically trying to put a stop to that, and I was kind of wondering, why is it bad that he wants to put a stop to that, and
Put a stop
why do
to
you
what
think it's
exactly?
okay?
Because you said a bunch of stuff, and I thought I was supposed to address like the
Just
historical differences or
people,
references.
people coming into this country.
Okay, so
basically
which one do you
illegally
want to
and
talk?
coming
Do you want to
through it
talk about
undocumented.
the historical part that you had mentioned, or are we talking about immigration now?
We can talk about immigration now. That's my bad. I kind of trailed off.
Okay. So why is it bad? In general, like on a front-facing perspective, getting individuals that are not supposed to be here out of the country is not necessarily a bad thing. Just on the brief outside looking in, without digging into it and forgetting about everything that actually goes into that. Yeah, if you actually look into more, it is most assuredly a bad thing. So for example, the reason why it is bad is because people seem or tend to forget that quite in fact, as long as an individual obtains an ITIN, they are paying taxes regardless of their immigration status. And the IRS does not say that somebody with an without legal documented status is not able to get an ITIN to therefore work and pay taxes into the system, right? So they pay taxes into the system, and what we know from what they paid in 2024 alone, they paid $24 billion to Social Security. So if we are going to do a mass deportation and we're only looking at undocumented immigrants, then we're going to see a significant loss from our Social Security occur within our country. Right?
Okay.
Cool. I
But would that
personally support
necessarily
mass
be-
amnesty for anybody that's been here for at least 5 years and has never
Okay.
committed a crime.
I believe, like, if somebody came here at the age of 6 and their family brought them here, they've never committed a crime, they went through our schooling system, they pay taxes. I fully believe that they should be, deemed an American citizen. I completely agree with that. However, the part that I don't agree with is we have a mass influx of undocumented people coming through into this country, which
We
means
don't.
like I would say, well, not anymore. Ever since Donald Trump got in office, that
No,
kind of
even
stopped, but
before.
there
How
was
many
in the
people came
past.
in? Can you
I
tell
would
me?
say millions. I think it was in the millions that a lot
How
of people
many?
from all over the world. I couldn't give you an exact number. I would just say it's in the millions. People came over from Europe, Africa, Middle East, Mexico, Central America, South America. It wasn't just the Central Hispanic community that came here. It was people from Asia. I know there were cases of people, having threesomes with a bunch of minors from Thailand getting deported. And my main question on that is, do you think it's wrong to deport people who want to come here to cause harm, who are criminals in their old country that refuse to come through the system legally and put in the hard work that it takes to learn about us, learn about our country, learn about our history, learn about our laws and how everything works here, our political system? They go through that hard couple-year process, not exactly sure on how many years it takes, but they go through that hard process, and it takes a long time because, the government likes to take their sweet time on things. Versus just coming here undocumented, and now we don't know who's in our country, who wants to cause us harm, who wants to cause our children harm, as well as our families, anybody around us. It would be one thing if we were walking down the street and somebody came here and they were documented, the government knows who they are. But if we don't know who these people are, do you necessarily feel safe walking around knowing that, hey, these people are here, and they could be rapists, they could be thieves, they could be criminals, gang members, drug dealers, cartel members, mob.
I'm going to ask you to pause because, again, you're just like grandstanding right now because I
Right.
don't know, you're grandstanding right now and you're also just telling a lot of infactual information, right? So, and also
Well,
W
the
Tammy
people.
for the 20 on the blue app. I do appreciate that as well. So, no, sir, we don't know how many people came in undocumented or unknown because they are, in fact, an unknown variable. They are illegal. They came through a non port of entry and were not seen nor encountered by the Customs and Border Protection, right? They weren't seen
Right.
by the Mexican government either because they've also have always had 15,000 soldiers on the Mexican government side under the Biden administration, right? So,
Right.
when it comes
And
to all of this stuff, no, based off of statistics and data, because that's what I like to see, is that any individual that is an immigrant, regardless of their documentation status, but more so for someone that is undocumented, is, guess what? The least likely person in this country to commit a crime. If you don't mind, this is statistics, okay? They're the least likely person to commit a crime. Do you happen to be of a pasty complexion?
I'm black.
You're black. Okay.
I'm
So
black
I may have missed you saying that if you said that. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this out there. Any white man that's listening to the stream, let me be clear. You are 60% more likely to commit a crime in this country than any immigrants. So that doesn't include you, caller. I just want to be very clear that white men in particular are more likely to commit a crime of any sort in this country, specifically violent crime, than any undocumented immigrant or any immigrant, regardless of their documentation status. We actually have statistics and data that you can find from the Department of Justice, you can find from CDC, you can find from FBI resources and statistics and data. All of this stuff is documented. And even if you pull up CBP and you look at the number of convictions that somebody had in regards to what particular crime, it's significantly less than any white man in this entire fucking country. So again, statistics and data, even that provided by the United States government, which by the way, I listed you 3 different ones, right? 3 different government body and agencies that, 4 actually, that provide these statistics. That a white man is more likely to commit a crime on any individual in this country than any immigrant, regardless of their documentation status. They're more likely to commit a crime than anyone else.
The statistics are going to be a little bit higher when
It's per capita.
The majority of our population is
Per capita.
Well, yeah.
What is per capita?
It's per city, but
No, that's not per capita. Per capita, for example, would be me saying 3 out of every 1,000 people did XYZ. That is per capita. It is broken down based off of the number of individuals. Per capita is the basis that we have to base it off of because that actually breaks it down to the statistical data that we need to prove this. This isn't a population size versus population size. It is per capita. So let's just say for every 3 crimes out of 1,000, that an undocumented, out of 1,000 crimes, right? Every 3 crimes out of 1,000 are committed by an undocumented immigrant, then we're going to see that 697, and yeah, I'm just making up this particular number right now, 697 of those 1,000 crimes were committed by a white man. Does that make sense? That's how per capita works. It's based out of every 1,000 crimes. Again, per capita is the basis. If you don't understand per capita, I'm not going to continue to have a statistical conversation with you.
Well, I was also going to say that, the predominant population of America is going to be white people, as well as not all undocumented immigrants are Hispanic. They are going to be of white variety. Did I say Hispanic at any point in time? No, I did not. I specifically said undocumented or any immigrant, regardless of legal status, because they keep track of this when somebody is arrested for these crimes. So were you saying that all white men that are documented are going to commit more crimes than any minority race? that would commit any crimes, whether they're undocumented or not documented. Is that what you're saying? Because I would like to
Immigrants.
point out that
Compared to immigrants.
of all the immigrants, that it's going to be white people, but
that commit
it's not
more
really a race
crimes.
thing. Right. So
No, I'm more scared walking down the street of my fellow white man than I am of anybody else.
Well, I'm
Because you wanted to bring up, or do I not feel safe walking down the streets? No, not with white men existing. I'm being facetious, guys. I'm being facetious on that one.
I would also like to point out that not all white men are bad. Just because of the color of their skin doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be a bad person.
Dude, I'm fucking pasty.
Well,
of course I know this. Hello, I come from a pasty ass family.
Right, and my dad's side, because my biological father is not in the picture, so I'm black, but the rest of my family is white. And I would also like to point out that I did grow up in a predominantly minority neighborhood. I grew up in the hood when I was living with my mother, and I saw more minorities committing more crimes than white people. On top of that, I would like to say that it wouldn't.
Your
really become a
anecdotal
great
evidence
thing.
isn't supported
It's
by
gonna be,
statistics or data, sir. Again, per capita, YT people commit more crimes in this country.
Well, there's
period.
Also more
per
there's going to be more
capita
crimes than there is going to be white.
Why are you bending over backwards for a white man?
What do you mean I'm bending over backwards for a white man?
I'm just curious.
I don't bend over backwards for anybody. In fact,
you are. You're doing everything to not only dude, you're the one that basically said that you saw more crimes being committed by people of your own skin tone, and then said, but you saw less of white people. Again, anecdotal evidence that's not supported by statistics or data. Dan, you know what? You know what? Just for you, Dan, I totally will. I'm just being very clear, sir. I don't know why you don't like immigrants because they pay into the system. Again, immigrants are far less likely. Immigrants are far less likely to commit any crimes in the United States because they're going to be caught and then they lose their legal status if they commit a crime. That's how that works. Donald Trump is not just deporting illegal immigrants. He's literally revoking status of legal migrants in order to deport them and pad his immigration numbers. Bro.
Right.
Goodbye.
So,
thanks for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How old are you?
35.
All right. Did you vote for Trump?
This third time around, yes, I did. First two times, no.
Okay. Do you still support him?
Oh, yeah. I am not tired of winning.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. I have to say a couple of thank yous. Thank you, Dan, for the 20 on the Blue app. Said you should do pay to kick because fuck this stupid POS. This one won't be saved because he lacks the intelligence to engage on any level that isn't in his fee-fees. And yes, Tara also said that I needed to stop him from spreading misinformation, and everything he said has been patently false. Again, he doesn't understand per capita, doesn't believe statistics or data. Someone else that only believes their own eyes. It doesn't make sense to me. All right, what is the main reason that you still support Trump?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons.
Start with one.
The biggest one is probably just that he's a big orange middle finger to kind of like the establishment that we've been under previously from Obama's first and second term. And then he tried to, do something with his first term, ran into a lot of resistance. There was a lot of lies spread about him, Russian collusion, things like that have been proven that they were not true. And then when Biden came back in, it was basically, Obama's third term, tried to undo everything, all the, few things he was actually able to accomplish his first time around. The world pretty much fell to, crap. And basically, I was kind of a libertarian up until the 2020, Floyd protests and everything. I saw that video. Sure. I thought it was terrible. I was heartbroken. I was like, how could something like this happen? And then I saw more footage come out of the body cam footage of him being like, I can't breathe while sitting in the back seat of the car and nobody on him or anything. And then I saw all of those lies kind of get covered up. And and then I saw the entire cities burn. Like, I lived in Seattle. I heard gunshots from my house from the autonomous zone, and people were like, you can't go out and protest against COVID because you might get sick. Oh, but if you go out and protest for Black Lives Matter, that's fine. That's actually public health. It's a public health emergency that you go out and protest for the causes that we want. And so during that, I got a lot more into politics, started listening to the right, to the left. People on the right started making sense. People on the left, I was like, are you blind? Are you not looking at the exact same footage that we're both looking at? So, I support Trump because he's not that. They tried to get him with convictions on paperwork that he misfiled. It wasn't even really a felony, but they made it a felony because of, legal loopholes.
It's not a legal loophole for one. Let's point this out. So you're completely familiar with New York Penal Code 175.10. You're 1000% read up on it. You know how many times it's been applied. You know exactly everything about it, right?
Well, no, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a legal expert, but one thing I do know
Oh,
is that the judge in the case,
got you. So you don't realize that the 175.10 defines falsifying business records in the first degree as a Class E felony and occurs when a person commits falsifying business records in the second degree with the intent to defraud and within further intent to commit another crime or to aid or conceal the commission of another crime. And they had multiple evidence. The jury of his peers had 3 different cases that they could look at, right? So, for example, one of them was if you had a regulation to open your ears and listen, I was actually in the middle of speaking and getting to it.
All right, listening.
Okay. So, for example, one of them was his charges that were pending against him in Georgia. The other one were for the fake elector scheme in Georgia. The other one was his pending indictment with the Jack Smith trial that was, going back and forth. And the third one, I do tend to forget that one. But either way, the jury all found him 100% guilty of all 34 counts because he signed 11 of the checks himself, right? Which is why he was a felon even before then, because that's based off of the jury, and then he wasn't sentenced until January, right? And he's lost every single appeal because an appeal doesn't even relook at the data or the case. An appeal just says that you have to find that there was an error within the proceedings on either side, and then it could be retried. But since he's lost every single appeal so far, it upholds the fact that he was rightfully convicted under New York Penal Law 175.10, and that all 12 jurors found, in fact, that he did it in furtherance of another crime.
All right, now let me ask you a question.
Oh, I think the FEC case was the other one that was pending against him.
Do you think that in New York, there's never been somebody who was persecuted, got hit with upgraded crimes that either were kind of technically sort of true in one way or another, but got the book thrown at them, and justice was not served because the system was out to get them? Would you say that sometimes the court system is out to get a person and will go to extreme measures to punish that person more severely?
Sure, let's throw out every single conviction ever in history within the United States, give everybody a posthumous pass, and also make sure that we retry every single individual within the justice system that has ever been convicted of a crime for their entire thing, because all of them are false. Every single person was wrongly convicted by your narrative. They all had the justice system turned against them just because of them. So yes, we should overturn every single conviction ever in existence within the United States, unload all of our prison population, and retry every single one of them.
I never said that. All I said was they were out to get Trump. So with his case specifically,
If the
there was
Justice Department or the justice system is in fact corrupt, then no, we have to extend that to everybody. It can't just be about Donald Trump. That's not how logic works. So in that case, we have to extend it to every single conviction that's ever been in existence within the United States and need to look at them all from fresh.
all right, and that sounds great in theory, but it doesn't work in practice, which is something that liberals often do.
I'm not a liberal.
Okay, how would you classify yourself?
As a non-party affiliated, I don't like either party. I think they all suck.
Okay. Well, I apologize for presuming.
Yeah, thanks for the bingo dob for anybody that's playing bingo from the server.
Let's see. So, well, okay, in this most recent election, the pretty much choice was between Trump and Kamala Harris, who Kamala didn't win.
Just
the
say
primary.
Harris.
She was, okay. Oh, did I pronounce it? Okay. Harris.
No, it's just if you're going to use his last name, just use her last name. It's easier.
Okay. So who did you vote for then? Did you vote for Harris, or did you not vote? Did you vote for someone else?
No, I voted for Harris, but this is about why you support Trump, not who won the election or why you voted for him. This is specifically why you still support him actively 8 months into his presidency.
Okay. Well, the point I was kind of going towards is in that election, it was an either-or choice, and Trump was the better choice than Harris. And nothing in the past 8 months has made me rethink that. I mean, obviously, he said that he would end the Ukraine-Russia war in like a day. Big surprise. Trump likes to boast. He likes to talk a big game. That's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with that. But he has
It's inappropriate for a president.
I mean, I already said one of the reasons I support him is because he's a big orange middle finger to the system.
No, he's not. He's literally become the system. He's actively taking bribes. So, for example, like Mel Gibson donated to, I think, the Kennedy Center, and then therefore he had his Department of Justice let him have his gun rights back in his state, right? Mel Gibson, right? He took the Qatari plane, which is going to leave with him at the end of the day. It's going to cost us millions of dollars to take it all apart and then put it all back together. It's not going to be ready before he's even before his last year of presidency. It's going to take forever. Again, millions of dollars to have to take this gift apart. He's literally taking open bribes. Like, who was it? Yeah, the CEO of Apple was in his office on national television and handed him a 24-karat gold bar. And then all of a sudden, Donald Trump announces that the tech tariffs that are, being placed on all of these different countries now are excluding Apple. He's taking upfront bribes in front of media. He has become the establishment. He has like a whole little fake award from Apple sitting on his desk with a gold plate. He has become the establishment. He got a somewhat kind of blackmail from Maxwell, right? And then arranged a meeting where she could say whatever she wanted, do it under limited immunity, and now she's been moved to a prison that doesn't allow sex traffickers in their prison, which required a special exception from the Department of Justice again. So he's allowing himself to be blackmailed by a convicted sexual predator. He's being bribed by companies and by other countries to do their bidding. He's literally become the establishment. He held an entire press conference talking about his CEO friends, like I think it was Charles Schwab, talking about how much money they made off the stock market when it crashed in April after his tariff threat and then went back up. He has become the establishment. He is for everybody making money. And Chris, that doesn't negate the fact that I'm talking specifically about this. I agree, the Democratic Party is fucked. That's why I don't like them, right? They've all taken bribes at some point. But you can't tell me that Donald Trump is somehow above the establishment and giving them all a middle finger, per this caller, to the establishment while actively participating in being the establishment by taking open bribes on national television with his billionaire friends, allowing Apple to skirt the tariffs because they gave him this little award, fake award with a gold, 24 karat gold on national television. He is the establishment.
I mean, he's the president now, so if it depends on how you describe the establishment. But I mean, he's doing he's making deals.
In it for himself. Which one of these examples is good for anybody? Like, let's be clear. He had an entire press conference talking to CEOs of companies, with them saying how much money they made off of him crashing the stock market because of the tariff threat that he had at the beginning of April, Liberation Day, for everybody that remembers that, right? Liberation Day, has a press conference with the CEO of Apple giving him an award that had 24 karat gold plate. And then announces right during that the tech tariff that's on all of these countries is going to exclude Apple because he got a bribe.
Do you like
that is
do you
the
like
establishment.
The tariffs, or do you hate the tariffs?
Tariffs are detrimental. We saw that with the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act in the 1930s.
So then why is it bad if he's giving a large company exclusions from the tariff? If you hate the tariff and he's taking the tariff away from a company, why is that a bad thing? Are you just mad because he's tariffing everyone else?
I already said this. Because it involves a bribe. The President of the United States should not be able to be bribed by anybody, sir. They should be engaging in diplomacy, not bribery. If you are okay with bribery, then I suggest that you never vote again.
Well, again, and you did acknowledge this, that the Democrats aren't any saints either. And
yeah,
so
and you know what I support? Instead of
Yeah,
and here's I'll give you an example of what I support. And I encourage every single person that's in here and watching me right now, I encourage you, every single one of you, to call your senators in Congress and tell them to vote yes on the Honest Act that was introduced by a Republican, Josh Hawley, right? That is about not allowing any person, any elected official in Congress to buy or sell or trade stocks in the stock market once they are elected. That's the first step of getting money out of politics. Oh, but wait a second. Donald Trump doesn't support this bill, even though it won't even affect him. Right? They had to add a little clause in there that said it wasn't going to affect the sitting president of the United States, that it was only going to affect people upon their next election. Yeah, the Honest Act. It keeps them from every single person that is elected into office. So your Congress people, the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States will no longer be able to buy, sell, or trade stocks or Bitcoin on the open market with their insider knowledge that they get. So yeah, sir. See, the difference is I watched that, and I watched all of the Republican men in the Senate say that this was a bad idea and that they couldn't support it, and they voted no against it, against Josh Hawley. But I saw every Democrat on that committee get up and vote yes, which is why it's going to go to the Senate floor. And again, I encourage every single person watching this stream to call your senator in Congress and tell them to support the Honest Act to get the first step of getting money out of fucking politics. But your president of the United States doesn't support it. So yeah, there's a reason I can't support it, because again, at least they're fucking doing something right now to get money out of politics, or letting people become more rich from their insider trader knowledge that you guys all accuse the Democrats of participating in, for getting in that fucking Rick Scott basically admitting to doing it on the congressional floor when he spoke out against it. Yeah, welcome to the establishment, sir. Good job. Thank you, Throck, for the 2. I appreciate it. I know I'm crying so much, okay, Doobie? Yeah, I'm so upset. Thanks for calling me the stream. Are you there?
What?
Thank you, Moose. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 20.
That was a question mark. Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? That was it. Oh, you haven't gotten a life yet, dude? Thanks for calling the stream. Are you there? Thanks, Dot.
Yeah, I'm here.
How old are you?
29.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, of course. Greatest president of my lifetime.
All right. Do you still support him?
Obviously. We can take a look at the immigration stuff if you want, because I want to call you on the stuff that you lied about earlier.
What about immigration do you support?
I support, the fact that our boarding crossings are at an all-time low.
I don't know how much this is, but thank you. I think that's probably about like support Prabowo for my Indonesian country, please. Thank you for the 20,000 IDR.
I guess we're talking on a different stream. But yeah, he's
Yeah,
deporting
I do
illegals
talk
that cost
to.
taxpayers
It's not a lot, but
billions
hey,
of
thanks, man. I appreciate it. So that was $1.23. I'm rich. I'm kidding, guys, but thank you.
Yeah, whenever you're ready. But he's deporting, illegals that cost taxpayers billions of dollars, 182 billion annually.
Oh yeah, where'd you get that number from?
From the FAIR, FAIR.
Oh yeah, that's rated. That's rated highly unfactual.
I don't know where you're getting that from. It's used by the State
Okay.
Department.
Yeah, they shouldn't use it. Media bias check.
So maybe you should tell the State Department that. They've been using it since before Trump's presidency, so I don't know why it's intentional to said now.
Oh, that's
Actually,
not
these
the one I
numbers were
want.
recorded during Biden's presidency.
Oh, there it is. Federation for American Immigration Reform FAIR. Let's pull
Yep,
this
gross
up.
cost, $182 billion annually.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Go ahead.
So,
I got the
media bias check, right? Federation
Why
for
do I care about
American
that? This
Immigration
is the same
Reform FAIR. Bias and credibility. Extreme far right. Factual reporting low. The person that started, right? I'm not done. It's okay.
Let's do a different one.
It's okay. So anyways, the person that
What
started
about the
it,
House Committee on Homeland Security?
where they
What about that one?
where they're quoting FAIR over 40 times. Yeah, I already researched into that. Again, they're quoting them
No,
for
they're
all
not.
of their
No,
numbers.
this isn't from FAIR.
John
No, this is from
Tanton, John
Homeland-
Tanton, by the way.
homeland.house.gov.
Yeah, they if you look
Homeland.house.gov.
if you hey buddy, I have news for you. If you look at the resources and what they cited, they cite FAIR and CIS, Center for Immigration Studies, which were both started
So
by
that's your
John
argument?
Tanton, where they cited them for all of their immigration numbers and all of their infactual numbers that you're quoting right now. Cited them over
Okay,
40 times
I got another
because
one.
the last
I got
like
another
20 pages are all
another one,
citations. But what I'm going to point out is the person who started these companies, right? Or
about
these
the tax
centers.
advisor?
I'm not done.
.com.
These I'm literally in the middle of talking. Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Awesome.
tell me when you're done,
So
guys.
John Stanton is the person who also went out on national media and has been interviewed before he died and whatnot to tell everybody that he only supports European immigration, which means he's literally a white supremacist. He even admits to it at a certain point that he is a white nationalist and only agrees with European immigration. So what you're telling me is that you are using somebody as a credible resource to speak out negatively about specifically immigration, right? That is known to be, again, extreme far-right bias, low factuality rating. They're considered to be a questionable source. We rate fair, questionable based on extreme right-wing bias as it relates to immigration, promotion of propaganda and conspiracies, as well as having connection to documented hate groups. But that's the person you want to cite. Got it. You want to cite somebody that has having connections to documented. It's on my screen.
Source? Trust you, bro? Source?
It's been on the screen the whole time.
I can't see the stream while I'm talking. I don't want to
get a better phone.
Or you can just tell me a source.
Literally, it's on the screen. Watch the playback. I literally also already said where I was going from it.
Used by the government.
Yeah.
Something that's used by the government. You're making some. Okay, I can still prove it. I have another source. So I have 3 sources. You want another one? What about AmericanImmigrationCouncil.org? I think I have another one. Hold on.
Parkers, are you in the other stream because somebody is spamming?
If you want to, go ahead. I just told you one right there. There's another source. Well, you can call that one far right, white supremacist too, something like that.
You said it was who?
AmericanImmigrationCouncil.org. There's one right there.
Oh yeah, they also are already rated that way. Immigration Council Media bias. Again, yeah, I've already looked this stuff up before.
I don't know how to cut through delusion because, like, at that point you're like.
So what exactly did they say? What exactly did? What exactly is? Okay.
Biden's presidency was white supremacist then?
So here's how this works. Okay. So. All right, let's try this again. What exactly are they quoted of having said in that congressional budget hearing committee? What are they quoted of having said? Like, what is their statistics that they said? No, I'm asking specifically, what did the American Immigration Council say in that committee budget report that they put out? Oh, so you're just going to cite them and then also just not even know what they said? So you're just going to read the fact that they're listed as a source on that committee hearing, but you're not going to actually acknowledge what they said? So you're not actually going to read anything on what they said? No, you just aren't reading anything what they said. No, I'm asking you, what did they say within? God damn. Are you okay? Yeah. What are they quoting? What did they say in that budget committee that you claim to have read? What did they say? No, specifically, what did the American Immigration Council said, and what page can I find it on the budget committee? Yeah. So I get it. You're just not going to answer the question. No, you're just not answering the question. I already asked you multiple times and you're incapable of answering the question. You're not giving me an answer. Nope, you're still not telling me where to find that and specifically when they said that. You're not giving any details. Yeah, if you're going to cite a claim, then yes, most definitely. But you're not answering. Paid $24 billion into Social Security in 2024. That's from the Penn Wharton model. Sure. Because, see, unlike you, I actually have stuff up. I work. Why do people not realize? Like, do people think that people just don't work? Like, I actually work. Gotcha. You're just crying now. It's cool. I understand. It's alright, buddy. Get it out. Get it all out. Get it all out. Yep. Get it all out. Yep. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Get it all out. It's okay. I understand. Get it all out, man. It's okay. Get it all out, buddy. Get it all out. I understand. It's okay. Get it all out. Get it all out. All of it. Yep. Let it all get out there. Yep. Get it all out. I know. It hurts. You still don't have a source for that either. Yeah? I bet you don't know what the difference is between an encounter or a crossing, and I guarantee you haven't looked at what the definitions are. Any of that. Go look at the definition. Like, actually go look at their definitions. Go look at their definitions. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm aware that you're not able to look at it. It's okay. I understand. You're not able to look at anything. I understand. It's okay. Yeah, get it all out. It's okay. Oh no, buddy, it's okay. We know. It's very depressing. I know. It's okay. It really sucks when your vote just proves you wrong, that you don't understand it, and I understand. It's okay. So here's what we've got up here, right? The source specifically for, guess what? Immigrants. So at the beginning of 2022, there were an estimated 11 million unauthorized immigrants in the United States, a value that has likely increased more recently. Most unauthorized immigrants entered the United States without inspection or overstayed temporary visas. Penn Wharton budget model estimates that unauthorized workers pay $24 billion in Social Security taxes in 2024, even though they were not eligible to receive benefits unless they eventually obtain legal resident status at the time of entitlement. I already read it to you. I already gave it to you. Were you not listening this entire time? So this is actually the website from the Penn Wharton budget model. So there isn't a page number, but it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 paragraphs in is about where it's at. So that'll help you out. It's 5 paragraphs onto the page.
Wait, I thought they were white supremacists.
The Penn Wharton budget model?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard they were white supremacists. I don't have a source for it just like you didn't, but, you know, I just heard that, so I'll just negate it. See how it makes no sense when you just negate stuff because you're like, oh, they're white supremacists, even though I don't have a source or anything for it to back up anything I'm saying.
It's okay, buddy. Keep crying.
I'm not crying. I'm saying go on some points. Let's talk about something. You're just
Oh, well, see, Robbie Wilson in the chat, Social Security is not tax-free. I would like for you to tell me what page out of the 330 pages of H.R. 1, aka the One Big Beautiful Bill, Social Security tax is listed. I'll give you a hint. It's not. Social Security tax is not in H.R. 1. It's nowhere in there at all. Social Security is still getting taxed, Robbie. 330 pages. It's not in there anywhere.
I'll look it up right now. Look it up right now. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it's up to a certain.
Let's
amount. And also,
see.
Trump created $1,000.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to somebody that was a January 6th or the Elias, but
For
thanks.
newborn babies. Newborn babies get $1,000 tax exempt.
I actually take this stuff as a compliment because this means I made it. Thank you.
This is why women should.
Let me make sure everybody can see it.
Okay, so threshold: single filers up to 50% of benefits taxable if combined income is $25,000 to $34,000, up to 85% taxable above $34,000. Married filing jointly.
Just pointing it out.
Taxable if combined low income.
No, I didn't.
So speaking deduction, new deduction, WB provides $600 deductible per person. So yeah, person married couples with taxes.
That got it. That makes sense. For those that didn't hear it, I just want to point out that he said we now know the reason why he actually didn't vote for Kamala Harris is because this is why women shouldn't be in politics. So we actually know the real reason why he voted for Donald Trump and why he still supports Trump is because he doesn't believe women should be doing anything. I'm sure he probably disagrees with the 19th Amendment as well and probably thinks that the 19th Amendment should be overturned and women shouldn't be allowed to vote because he literally said women shouldn't be involved in politics. So therefore we shouldn't be allowed to vote. Isn't that just like an interesting take? It's kind of par for the course that they always end up going to the absolute misogyny that is said. It's okay, man. This is all recorded. It's okay. But really quickly on TikTok, I'm gonna help you guys out on both things. All right, guys, just a friendly reminder on YouTube, if you become a member or you send a super chat, it's more than likely going to make him crash out even more and just be even more upset. And also it goes up right up on the screen for me to address and read it out loud. Same thing with you guys over on Twitch. Like, this just does help me continue to do this 6 days a week. But it's okay. I understand that he's just very... I'm aware, David. It's okay. He's just very upset and all up in his feelings. So, it does happen. But if you guys want to help me out on TikTok as well and hit that subscribe button, send a big gift for me to react to, hit up the links in my bio, I think it would probably end up making him mad even more. Like, I know he's already said that women should not be involved in politics, so it's very interesting. It's also very telling. We now know why he couldn't vote for anyone but Donald Trump. Also, did he actually say something about, like, is he the one, or was it like 2 callers ago where they said that they only voted for Donald Trump in this election but didn't vote for him in 2016? Because if that's true, I can't believe it. Like, we already know that that's a lie. He already said that women should not be involved in politics.
I think he's been amazing. I didn't like him the first 2 years of his first presidency, but
well, thanks for the sub over on
like I said,
YouTube. I can't say it with TikTok on, right? Yes, I know, Helen. It's what I do. Like, I have to, because TikTok is a very upset and jealous application.
Also, notice how she's not.
Oh no, I appreciate that, Moose. Thank you. I appreciate that, Moose. You're good. Yes, he is, in fact, still going on. But let's see. Let's just read this out loud just to help him out. Let's see. Let's hit that stuff. Back. Oh, there we go. All right, so let's read through this stuff. Okay. So, this guy. Okay. Toothless, that sounds like a threat, but yeah, he actually did say it. It's all recorded on stream. It's all recorded. You guys might not have been able to hear him because I do tend to turn them down when they're going down on their mantram, just to like make sure I can still hear everything, like, or still continue to talk. There's a reason for this. But if someone's going to be disrespectful to me, I'm also not going to really engage with them that well. It's called matching energy. So he wanted to go down misogyny. That's his problem, and he was doing it the entire time. So let's see. December 10th, 1993, John Tanton wrote a letter, right? And it said specifically, I've come to the point of view that European American society and culture to persist requires a European American majority, and a clear one at that. I have no doubt that individual minority persons can assimilate to the culture necessary to run an advanced society, but if through mass migration, the culture of the homeland is transplanted from Latin America to California, then my guess is we will see the same degree of success with governmental and social instruments that we've seen in Latin America. January 26, 1996, also in a letter. Do we leave it to individuals to decide that they are intelligent ones who should have more kids and more troublesome? What about the less intelligent who logically should have less? Who is going to break the bad news to the less intelligent individuals, and how will it be implemented? September 18th, 1996, also in a letter. See, John Thatton was actually somebody that believed in eugenics, and also somebody that also agreed with white nationalism only. So yeah, that's who you want to support, sir, is somebody that believed in eugenics and white nationalism. And just, here you guys go. This is up close and on the screen. Yeah, no, this was here. These are the organization that Caller wanted to endorse. He wants to support these individuals that actually say that they support eugenics in the way that you have to have intelligence before you can have kids. Isn't that very interesting? And he sent that to somebody that is also known as an eugenicist, Robert K. Graham. So yeah, these are all the people that you want to quote and that you consider credible, that wrote letters screaming for YT nationalism and eugenics. Got it. I write to encourage keeping track of those on our same side of the issue, but who are nonetheless our competitors for dollars and members. April 20th, 1998. Like, this guy, oh wow, the memos were filled with racist sentiments and warned about a coming Latin onslaught. Whoa, these words are interesting. At the time, bilingualism in public schools and government agencies disavowed any racial motivation. Hispanics who learn English will be able to avail themselves of opportunities. Oh, only if you are able to learn English can you avail yourselves of opportunities. Yikes. Fully exposed on his private papers. I've come to the point of view, let's read this one again. I've come to the point of view that for European American society and culture to persist requires a European American majority, and a clever one at that. Yeah, a clear one. Sorry, I didn't mean to say clever. Okay, Toothless.
If you don't want to contend with what I'm saying,
I would like for Toothless to now tell me, since he sent this now twice, right? Thank you for the 2. I would like Toothless to tell me what political office did I run for, because last I checked, I didn't run for any political office, so therefore I haven't lost anything. But this is who he wanted to quote, was somebody that is a clear white nationalist and a eugenicist. That's who you consider to be a leading authority? That's who you consider to be an authority. That's somebody that you look up to. That's who you want to quote as a reliable source is Fair, who is known as far-right extremism, eugenicists, and also just fucking racist. Got it.
Okay, so you say the Biden administration supports that too, then?
Yeah.
Does the Biden administration support that too, then, by your logic?
Oh, also anti-Semitic. Ew, this just gets worse every single more that I scroll down on this, the collection of all of his letters that he sent. This just keeps getting worse. Wow. The proliferation of other races dooms our race, my race, to extinction. Holy crap.
Have a good night.
Whoa.
Are actually crazy.
Whoa.
So you think
whoa. This is who you support. This is who you want to quote. Gotcha. Wow. Jesus. This is all who you support. This is who you wanted to quote and consider to be a logical resource. Gotcha.
Give yourself,
Woo!
give yourself a pat on the back.
Man,
Let the people know
I
it's all
hope you
about
look in deep, like deep within your soul, deep within your heart,
You're giving
and
yourself
you
a pat on
find
the
some
back
way to
for the whole
overcome not
time
only
you
your
are.
misogyny, but also to overcome your blatant racism and your support of eugenics. Just saying. That's kind of crazy. That's some crazy talk, people. That you would say this stuff. That you would be okay supporting organizations that were started by this person who ran them up until the point of his unalivement. Yeah. I get it. You guys are just kind of disgusting human beings if you believe this stuff. We know. It's okay. I appreciate that, Ivan. Y'all are so something special. Let's see. I missed a lot on this one. Yes. Great Keys, I think that's your name? Yes. He was. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that one too, Great Keys. Can I put this up on the screen? I can't. There it is. I found it. Okay. Yes. I hope to see the difference as well. That's going to be fantastic to see. All right. I'm 5 minutes past my normal time, so we are going to go ahead and wrap this up as well. Let's go ahead and complete the goal over on TikTok real quick. It's just 2. If you guys can, that's great. Yeah, it's always that bad, Winston. I'm sorry. I can't really help that. Giddy up. Thank you, CJ. Somebody help CJ out with sending one. Just one. I don't know what that was, but very interesting. Okay. Thank you, CJ. Okay. So, just a friendly reminder, we are doing on Wednesday only talking to people that either regret their vote for Trump or didn't vote for Trump at all. Like, that's what we're looking for. In order to make sure that you are who you say you are, please be sure to join that Discord server. It is in the link tree in my bio. If you are on Twitch, you can just do !Discord and get the link. You do have to be verified, though, to see everything, so don't try me. Anyways, I do appreciate all of the support, guys, that I did get tonight on all of everything, since there are certain words, again, that I can't say. So I do appreciate you guys so much. I am going to go ahead and... 1 second. All right, everybody on YouTube and Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. Don't forget to turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. Do appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the super chats. And I do appreciate the gifted membership from Paul. That was very nice of you. So y'all have a good night, though, on the red and purple apps. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and... Ba-doop. Ba-doop. And it's just us over on